Hello everyone, here is how to easily beat the Augur, Maris Fathom of the Night boss in Elden Ring Nightreign. You definitely want to be bringing lightning to this fight as it's highly vulnerable to it, and there's some attacks you can stun it out of by using this. Now, I would recommend actually saving the lightning grease that I used at the very start for a bit later on. These jellyfish can be attacked. It's a little bit easier if you're using Iron Eye because he has that jump back attack that he can do, but you can hit a few of them. Now, the hardest part about this fight is it's a lot like the Elden Beast, where it's going to move around quite a bit. So that's why I'm going with a lot of jump attacks there. Playing as Wilder, you need to close the distance between this boss often. So jump attacks are going to make the biggest bang for your buck in terms of attacks. So that's why I went with that. Now, I did have a lightning blade there, which definitely helped quite a bit, and also had a weapon art that dealt quite a bit of damage to this target, so that can make this a whole lot easier too. We have to watch out for a lot of things. These little tentacles that pop out of the ground will hit you, and they hit very hard, so you have to mind where those are while you're into this phase of the fight, so just keep an eye on them. You can fight them, and it will damage Maris, just like attacking these jellyfish will also hurt him, so going with those two things, we can actually deal quite a bit of damage while not even being near the boss, so that gives you a nice consideration, especially if your team's in an area. So I went with the Thunder Strike there because I put extra lightning damage on my blade there. Now it's going to do a few different attacks which will one-shot the entire party, so we want to watch out for that. Now you see it going here into this. Go and jump attack it, do whatever you can, damage it, because it's going to put your entire team to sleep otherwise. So lightning damage can stun it out of that, which is extremely useful. You see there, we almost got slept. The problem is, I've had multiple runs to this boss end because it can apply sleep so easily, but it does move around quite a bit, so you have to watch for that and try to make your way towards it. And again, jump attacks are a massive beneficial attack here. So whenever it comes into around the 50% mark, it's going to get a bit more aggressive here. We were able to luckily break its posture here. That's one of the things you definitely want to be doing if possible. That's why the jump attacks are super useful. Or going with like a charged heavy weapon. If you the spike ball attack, the spike ball weapon, that's another really great weapon here because it can apply bleed as well as also stun the boss really easily with its fast charge attack. So anything that's going to deal damage and potentially break its posture. I found this boss had one of the weaker postures out of some of the bosses in this game. Now it's going to call down these attacks here. You have to be mindful of its positioning. So it called out the squid arms there. So you can focus on them and you're going to see like I did a bit of damage to the target there by attacking that. So those are a consideration. Now with Wilder, I found it a little bit easier for me just to stay away from those jellyfish because those will do quite a bit of damage to you if you're not paying full attention. Again, Iron Eye's got the ability to get away from them, and some spells will actually destroy all of them in a row. If you have like the Glintstone Arc spell, is like the Recluse there, or any character really, that's going to do quite a bit of damage. Now she's launching the Irani's Moon there. That was a really useful ability, but it does get a little bit slower in phases here, and that's when you want to get in and strike. So I went the Thunderbolt or Lightning Bolt Strike there to deal a little extra lightning damage. You can see it chips away his health a lot whenever you hit it with lightning damage. But most of the fight is chasing it down. This is a fight where you could actually run to Iron Eye and be in a really good position. I found once you get down to like low health, it'll always do this phase like where it just slows down oddly. Now when it lays in this position here, kind of like Rolana, it's trying to do the sleep attack, so go all in on it, and you can even use your ultimate ability to break it out of that as well. So that is a nice way to save your ultimates unless you have one that's best utilized for healing your team. Now another posture break here, as I mentioned, really easy to break its posture. Another thing, this boss looks like the Water Temple boss from Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda. Side note there. Just continue jump attacking it, using ultimates to keep your team safe, and you can take down Maris Fathom of the Night easily in Elden Ring Nightreign. If this video is useful, please hit the subscribe button below.